Time now for a check of weather with meteorologist Matt Yurosavik. Matt, things are getting extremely dry once again across the western Corn Belt. Here in the eastern Corn Belt, getting chances of rain, and the fall colors are starting to pop here around Madison. But it seems like a similar scenario when it comes to who's getting moisture and who's not, similar to what we saw this summer, Matt.
That's right, Tyne, and we haven't seen a lot of rain as we head through the middle part of the country really over the last couple of weeks, and that's really created a drying pattern. And we were kind of mentioning in Ag Day this week about the Mississippi River, those levels going down quite a bit because of all of these drier conditions really up farther to the north in the upper Midwest, and those areas filtering into the Mississippi, creating those lower river levels. Something to keep an eye on, especially as we are heading into really when everything's going to be transported, especially from the growing season up and down the Mississippi River. But you can see where those drier conditions are. Still a little damp back in the west, but parts of the west and the Pacific coast still extremely dry. Same thing goes with parts of the southeast, but a lot of rain came from the remnants of Ian. That's creating wetter conditions there for parts of the mid-Atlantic. And you can kind of see what we're looking at here with this drought monitor. Not a whole lot of drought left where Ian brought some rain even up into parts of the mid-Atlantic states. Still dealing with some of that drought in parts of really southern New England. But then back in the middle of the country, we've seen this expand right here back towards Nebraska, southern South Dakota, into Kansas and Oklahoma. Still dealing with extreme to exceptional drought conditions, and unfortunately not a whole lot of rain, at least through the first part of the upcoming week. We are going to see a little bit better chance for rain towards the end of the week, but still right in here, Kansas into Oklahoma, extremely dry as harvest season getting underway very shortly in those parts of the country. And here's a look at our jet stream we've got into Monday. There's the cooler air filtering in to parts of the Northeast. Notice though, by Tuesday, those lines moving just a little bit farther to the north, staying mild and very calm across most of the country, but you're seeing the warmth slowly start to increase in the south and off into the west. But look at this big dip in the jet stream heading towards Thursday and the end of the week. That could bring another push of some cool air into the upper Midwest and even parts of the Great Lakes, and that could linger into next weekend, making some very fall-like temperatures there. Meanwhile, staying warmer in the west. So here's a look at Monday, where we've got some scattered showers back in the Four Corners, parts of Texas and Oklahoma. Cooler across the north. Lots of sunshine, though, with high pressure in control. Here's a look at a little more unsettled Wednesday. High pressure in the southeast. Some showers moving into the Great Lakes and the Midwest. A few more back in the west, but overall cooler in the north, much warmer down in the south and in the west as well. It'll be mild in the northern tier by Friday. Warm back in the southwest and along the Gulf Coast. Still some cooler air hanging on with some shower activity in parts of New England. Here's a look at the temperature trend for this week. Really, the Great Lakes, that's where it's going to be normal, above normal through the middle of the country, back into the Rockies, below normal temperatures. Same thing with the East Coast, and precipitation could be above normal right through the middle of the country, and most of this could be looking at the middle to latter half of the week. Tyne, back to you.
Thanks, Matt. Well, the World Trade Organization sees a sharp decline in overall world trade, but is it the same story in agriculture? We have a great group of economists and market analysts for our marketing discussion this week. Dan Bossy, Scott Brown, and Mike North join us from World Dairy Expo next.